Hello everyone, this is Turipper, and today we are playing some Chivalry Medieval Warfare. And on this fine day, I'm going to be showing you fantastic people how to use the flail. Both heavy and light. I thought just combining them would be a better way of doing it. Uh-oh. Ow. Okay, this guy's really good with the spear. So yeah, heavy and light flails. I've been getting a lot of suggestions to do these weapons. This weapon. A tactics video of this weapon. These, whatever. It's a flail. They're both flails. They're just different kinds of flails. And yeah, I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it. So, this guy... apparently knows me. Oh, bro. I'm sorry. So, okay, so this is the light flail. I'm just going to go one after the other. Light flail first. Also, I should mention, the shields, totally personal preference. I don't think they have any bearing on the speed of the weapon. It's just what kind of shield you like. I personally use the kite shield. Gives me the best bang for your buck. Right now I'm using heater just for fun. And he has switched to the greatsword. Oh man, this is one hell of an effective weapon. So yeah, let's start off with that. The flail is a really good weapon. I don't want to say it's competitively viable, but it is actually a good weapon. For example, I would not think to use a double axe seriously against an opponent, but I have seen good players use flails against good opponents. Someone's telling me I'm not Turipper. Well, legend, I think I am. You wanna... Okay. Yeah, it's a fantastic weapon, legitimately. And the reason it is twofold. So first of all, it has the benefit of you basically have another half of your weapon in the form of this shield, which is good at these really fast lightning attacks that just hit your opponent all the time. And you also have this weapon whose animations are just so weird. And oh my god, I just blew his head open with a shield. So, the animations, let's talk about that for a second. This is what other people are seeing when they see you hold this weapon. They don't know where the hell it's gonna go. They don't know how it's gonna hit them, if it's gonna hit them, what the hell is happening. It's an amazingly confusing weapon to fight. He's using it right now. Grey Warden. That's amazing. Awesome. And this can be said about both the flails. The heavy and the light flail. Oh, shit. Oh, man. Oh, fuck! Good move, dude. Yeah. So, this is the reason I don't use shields, or this weapon. You have to use a shield with the flail, which means you are severely limited in your blocking potential. If you know how to use a shield decently well, and you're not cocky with it, you don't use it too much, then absolutely go for this weapon. It's a fantastic weapon. Ooh, so close. Had to hit trade that last one. But as you can see, the shield can be a liability, as it can be most of the time with any shield. But if you know how to use it, it can be a really good weapon. So yeah, let's talk about the differences between the light flail and the heavy flail. Actually, no, let's talk about general stuff with the flails. So, some general things to remember with the flails. You will always do better if you face hug. The closer you are to your enemy with this weapon, the better. Alright, it has some slight range, but in reality, it's not all that effective at any kind of range. You want to be right in front of your opponent. The biggest reason for that is for that. You can accelerate so easily with this thing. You can juke the hell out of them. It's incredibly fast. The light flail. The heavy flail is even kind of fast. The biggest reason, though, is to keep your opponent from noticing, like, when it's going to hit them. Because when it's this close, when you're, like, this close to your opponent, that kind of action is so difficult to read. And just like that, it's over. 1-2 punch. Goodness gracious, that was horrifying. Alright, so let's try and do... I'm fighting Legend... No, I'm fighting Rhino Plush. Should be fun. So, face hug, that's a big thing. Do reverses. Reverses are so incredibly quick with this weapon. It's stupid. Also, combos. They look so dumb. Again, as I said in my reverse tactics video, when you use reverse once, it's not too hard to read after that. But in a combo, my god, is it fast. My god, is it. Both the heavy and light flail can do this. The third biggest point for both weapons, I would say, is juke, and juke some more. And all I mean by that is flail your face around. Because when you flail your face around, you flail your flail around. Which in turn will flail your opponent's head around into some scrambled eggs. Uh-oh. And here we have our accelerations. Oh, yeah, when you get in a hit trade battle with a flail, you will probably lose. No offense, Rhino. Good fight. So yeah, that's all the general stuff with flails. Now the differences between the light and the heavy flail. The only difference is the damage and the speed. The heavy flail does a little bit more damage, and it's a little bit slower. It's not a massive difference, and I'm going to show you right now. The light flail, however, is just so fast. I don't know why you wouldn't use the light flail. It's just so incredibly fast. And the damage difference isn't appreciable enough to really notice. And you can just do that. You can just bash the shield a couple times and kasploosh, the done. It's all over. I will show you guys the heavy flail, though. If you like being more of a heavy hitter, and you like just insta-two-shotting everything all the time, it's the way to go. However, this thing, between the two flails, I'd say this one is better. Alright. Now, something I should mention, another thing, actually, with both weapons, is that the shield, you'll want to be using that all the time, just as kind of an in-between attack, like that. Because it can kill. Shields can kill. You thought they could defend? Shields can fucking kill. Oh my god. Yeah, alright. Let me show you guys some heavy flail action. I want to give that some love. Heavy flail is a good weapon. I just prefer the light flail. Yes, I should probably tell you guys when to use the overheads and the side swings. So the shield bash, anytime you think you have an opening, use the shield bash. It is one of the fastest attacks in the game. Alright? It doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does... It's annoying, and it flinches your opponent, and it is just incredibly effective at just whittling your opponent down and giving you enough elbow room, giving you enough breathing room where you can just crush their head in with one fell swoop of your flail. So it's a really good way to weaken your opponent. With side swings are really fast. You want to get those accelerates, the whirlwinds. You want to get the reverses as much as possible. Ow. And that. That's okay. That's the merit of the heavy flail. Actually, I think the light flail would have done that too. The thing is, the flails do a lot of damage. It's just the heavy flail you can actually drag a little bit if you want. With the overheads, you can actually drag them. Let me try to show you guys that. You can't drag for shit with the light flail. No amount of slowdown will give you that. But as you just saw there, you can drag with even the slash. Goodness gracious. And the overhead. Yeah, the heavy flail is really good if you know how to drag. But again, I kind of prefer the light flail. The damage difference is not huge. It's really just being able to drag with the heavy flail. I may actually be wrong about that damage difference. Check out this spreadsheet, which I may or may not post. Aha, here we go. This is the one weakness of the flails. If you are simply using the flails exclusively, fighting a quick class like the Man-at-Arms is almost impossible. It's so difficult to get a any kind of headway. I will switch back to the light flail. I may have a fighting chance. But with the heavy flail, it's basically impossible to fight a quick class like that because the man-at-arms area of expertise, their specialty zone is face-hug range. And you can't hope to compete in that area as a knight. But, as you see, the light flail is just quick and deadly. And this shield bash is just a great in-between thing. However, that Norse sword, it's so deadly. This guy should be really low on stamina by now. Got him. Nice. So again, whittle them down with that shield bash, and then go in for the kill with an overhead. Or an accelerated slash. It's a really good combination. Like I said, this is a good weapon, alright? You can use this weapon in duels, in team objective, to an effective degree, a very effective degree. Especially the light flail. Because like I said, the heavy flail is really good for those super armored targets. But... damn. Again, yeah, sorry, heavy flail is good for those super armored targets. Light flail is good for really any kind of scenario. That's why I would use that. Oh, fuck me! What did I do there, man? I want a rematch with him. That was awesome. I just went full retard for a second there. Yeah, I don't know why. Also, you cannot put away the shield. I need to reiterate that. I just walked right up to him with my shield, and for some reason, I let him get in face-hug range. When a man-at-arms is in face-hug range, he is his most dangerous. You need to keep him from staying within that range. And use combos with this weapon. Combos with this weapon are incredibly effective. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness gracious, but again, it's so difficult to keep backtracking people, to deal with backtrackers. So hard, you have to stay in face-hug range, but again, man-at-arms are just the bane of your existence as a flail. Alright, let's see if we can beat Captain Jack Sparrow. So, what I need to do, I just need to go apeshit. Out of stamina. Oh, gosh, Jack! Incredible ability there. My goodness gracious. He is doing fantastically, just as a man-at-arms. But, again, against a really skilled man-at-arms, it's so difficult to win with a flail. Okay, this should be a lot more straightforward. We both have shields, however. Again, goodness gracious, this shield bash. Oh, so close. That was a little bit of a drag there on my part. Very, very nice. Again, against knights, this thing does so much damage because it is mostly blunt damage, I believe. Which means... yeah, which means it does extra damage versus knights and vanguards. So, even to get... Oh my god, what was that animation right there? That was just scary. Oof! also footwork, so useful. All the time, footwork is useful. Absolutely and positively useful. Oh, Ruin Killer. Hey, let's go. Ruin Killer's pretty darn good, actually. Should be a good challenge. Again, somebody with a shield and flail. Oh, this should be great. Let's see, Flail v. Flail here. Oh, fuck, no! He's going for that reverse. Oh, my goodness. Oh, no! Happened. Oh, that was great. That was fantastic. Yeah. It's a fun weapon. I need to mention that. It is a fun weapon. It's also really good as a weapon. Good man. All right, let's have a good, clean fight. Again, goodness gracious. I cannot reiterate enough about how damn good that shield bash is. Oh! You gotta love that hit trade. Absolutely great fight, man. Absolutely great fight. Alright, who's this? Karak. Alright, this is gonna be it. Yeah, I'm not showing you guys all that much with the heavy flail for a reason. I'm not really a big fan. It just can't really hold a candle against this light flail. Because look at that combo right there. That was just scary. Absolutely terrifying. It was so quick and all over the place, and he didn't know what to do. I think he was trying to strike in the process, but he was also trying to avoid me. Which makes sense. The flail is a very scary weapon. It looks unimposing, but it deals so much damage. Oh, that was completely unnecessary. Do not, gosh darn it, that was stupid as hell. Yeah, that was just dumb. I do not know why I let him hit me those times. Yeah, to reiterate, using a shield, being forced to use a shield is the reason I don't use the flail that much at all. But if you like using the shield and you are used to it, by all means, use it. It's a great weapon. But I'm not using the pokes enough. It's a great way to just flinch your opponent. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I thought I could accelerate him. Very close. That's okay. Hello, silly goose. Let's fight, if you don't mind. Oh, I guess not. Oh, Karak. Yeah, I'd like to fight Karak again. Should be doable. Karak killed me basically with really good accelerations and a lot of nice jukes. I couldn't kill him right now with this. Boom. Headshot. Easy peasy. You need to remember to use the shield pokes. It's so effective. Just incredibly effective. I actually don't think I'm going to win, but let's see. I don't really care. I think I have actually decently explained this. Let's try and... you guys may have been maybe wondering, what do you lead in with this weapon? Well, lead in with whatever your opponent is asking for. I mean, if he's got a weapon like this and he's accelerating everything, do this. Just poke. Poke. Or do an accelerate. If they're reading that, wait for them to come to you. And there you have it, folks. Tactics on how to use a flail. Actually won the game somehow. I did get beaten 3 times in a row. No, 2 times in a row by Captain Jack Sparrow, who was a man-at-arms. And that just reiterates the fact that flails versus man-at-arms, it's just not going to work if it's a good man-at-arms. I would switch to your secondary, actually. I should have done that, honestly. I would definitely switch to your secondary. Because when you're fighting someone that fast, even though your flail is a quick weapon, they are able to get in and out of your face hug range so quickly. Their dodge is just so effective. So you want to be using a quicker weapon, even though the flail is a really quick main primary hand weapon. I think that's just about everything. Let's see. Just to reiterate, you want to be in face hug range as much as possible. The reason I lost 2 times to that man-at-arms was because he kept pulling out of my face hug range. He could read all of my attacks, and he could just come in for stabs time and time again. Also, I don't know how to use a shield very well. Anyone who knows how to use a shield better than me will be able to use a flail better than me. I'm sure of it. Because not having the ability to parry takes a lot away from me. It takes ripostes away, and I rely on those a lot. So hopefully you guys can find some more usage out of this tactic than I can. I'm sure you can. Let's just go ahead and watch this last fight. Oh yeah, Legend. Legend's actually pretty damn good. Oh, 2 long swords, is it? Should be pretty interesting. Oh gosh, that accelerate. He actually... The other guy should have gone in for the hit for that. Relic is playing far too defensively. Oh, and he got a panic parry. Yeah, I don't think Relic's going to win this. Oh, pfft, as I say that. Yeah, very nice, Legend. Very nice. I hope you guys took something away from this video. I hope you guys learned something. And as always, have a grand day. I shall see you kind people next time.